See, even that better. So today I received not just one client but two. This one arrived quite unexpectedly. But yeah, I have to fix that area with some towels. Okay, cat, okay. So I will actually just be expecting one more client after this, which is on the 5th. So if I had more cats coming in addition to these two, I would have put the towel all the way from the top and cover all sides so that the cats don't see each other and they are protected from the elements. But since I already have these two and then one more family of cats, then I'll just leave it like this. These two, Marcel and his sister that I don't know what to name of yet. This is Ash. He is currently on sick leave. He has stitches under his belly, which is due to be removed soon. But until those stitches are removed, I am not letting him out or it will be in even bigger trouble than it's worth. Meow! He's very unhappy that he's being kept indoors for 10 days. You'll be out soon. You know, I almost went full Karen at the pet shop today. I mean, I've been at this pet shop for years. I am a regular customer. This staff knows me. And although I sometimes like to talk a lot, I don't think I've given them trouble ever, okay? And besides, even though they've raised their prices and they sometimes forgot to put my membership discount or even sometimes give me the discount on some items and sometimes they don't and they don't really explain why, I still go there anyway because it's convenient and the prices are like not bad. And yet she still gives me this kind of this kind of attitude. It's enough that she doesn't want to serve me. When I ask something, she just said yes or no. And then certain things, you know how cat food, the canned cat food are really heavy. When I asked her, do you have this in a box? And she said, no, not anymore. Okay, how many is in a box? She said, everything's on the shelf. Okay, I'm asking you not how many are on the shelf, how many would be in a box so that I can buy the quantities equivalent to that, you know? And then I was like fumbling around, counting how many cats are on the shelf until one of them fell down and she just watched it. She just left it roll around on the floor and not helping me. And I'm like, okay, the customer service here has gone down really badly. When it was time to pay, for a while now, their credit card system seems to be down. So I could not use my card there. So I'm like, okay, I am unhappy already. And at the same time, she's like, no, you cannot use card. And I'm like, and I just almost blew my top. And I'm like, this has been going on for months. Why don't you just put a sign there so that people would know? What if people don't have cash like me? Then I'm like, I'm going to use transfer. And then there was some problem with my connection. So the transfer took like almost 10 minutes. And then I was like babbling on how you could have just put a sign on the cashier to inform people you do not accept card right now. Like, it's not a recent issue, it's been around for a few months. And then I think she was like a bit unhappy with me, but she didn't dare to say too much. But I'm like, you know what, I don't care anymore. I don't care. I'm like, I almost went full Karen and say, I know your boss. Of course they know that I know their boss, but I'm not the type who would like snitch on their employees to the boss, you know. At most I would just say, you know, the service is like not doing really well. I mean, everybody is fasting. I'm fasting, she's fasting, everyone is fasting. And I understand when you're fasting and you're working, your mood is like not very good, you know. I've been there, okay? I've been there. So I know your face, it look like because you're hungry and you have this really shit face. And customers, they take offense on that face, even though it's none of your fault. It's not your fault. I know. But if your actions also reinforce that shit face, then people will take offense and they will get angry. And you know, the customers are also fasting and they're also in a shit mode. So it's up to you, really. I haven't had this sort of stuff in a while. When I had my boutique, I always have these girls under me, and I always remind them, don't give the customers this sort of face, okay? If you give this sort of face and the customers are offended, you have to apologize and then serve them sincerely, okay? And then you just say you're hungry, just say you have a headache or you didn't have enough sleep. You know, you don't have to say too much. Customers would always understand. They would not give you more trouble than it's worth, okay? And then what are you going to do? You want to get into a fight with a customer? It's not worth it, okay? I mean, anyway, today I am supposed to receive just one check-in, but a customer who is an unconfirmed reservation for tomorrow suddenly wants to check in today. So I have a sudden check-in of 2 customers today, which is great. And as you can see, I only have 2 cages set up. I have another one. That one is a long-term boarding because those cats will be here for like more than 2 weeks. So I'm going to move them to the inner cage because it will be more comfortable for long-term boarding. The ones outside only like a week, and then the other one is like 2 weeks as well. So once I get the inner cage ready, I will move them inside as well, because when it's outside it's easier for us to clean compared to when it's inside, but it is more comfortable for the cats. But it can be a bit hot in there sometimes, so it really depends on what is most convenient for us to clean and for us to look after. Anyway, I am really happy with that. At least I got some sale for this Raya instead of none. It is now, so it is like 5:40 right now, and I'm preparing for breakfasting. I'm not sure yet what's for iftar. I didn't buy any cakes today because I don't feel like it, but I want to buy like some steam wonton. No, I want to buy some dim sum. You know, the custard bun. Custard bun is really good. I'll go buy custard bun right now. Grab food. I give the 2 kittens collar and they're still trying to get used to it. Trying to play with their own bells. And the mother is just watching. Nope, I'm not getting involved. It's already 11 p.m. but I didn't end up ordering any dessert or the dim sum that I wanted from Grab, because when I came down for iftar there was already dessert, so I guess I don't need it anymore. But just now Dad asked me to order some Subway for sahur, which is the pre-dawn meal. So I just ordered that, and that's it. Because I still have dessert from yesterday, which is the ice cream. I bought 2 ice creams yesterday. I only ate 1, so I still have another one. And I still have a lot of snacks, so I'm good for tonight. Anyway, I wanted to show something that I received today. I think like 2 weeks ago I ordered these samples. These are body mist samples from a factory that produces this in bulk, because I wanted to make one for my own brand, and you know, I just wanted to try. So it took them about 10 days to arrive here in Sarawak, and I was wondering, like, did I get cheated or something, because I paid for these samples and they just didn't arrive, you know. I asked for 4 samples. I wanted it to be fresh, sweet, floral, and fruity. So they gave me these 4 to try. So one is lavender, another one is a bed of roses. I don't know what kind of ink they use. It washes out so quickly because it was very bright when it arrived earlier today. And then acacia body mist, and then fresh green tea. So I guess this is the one that they expected to be the fresh type. But yeah. I don't like the lavender and the acacia. I do not like them because the lavender smells like my toilet because I always use the lavender toilet floor wash, and then but it just reminds me of the toilet anyway. So like no, I don't really quite like lavender to start with. The green tea is not bad. It's very fresh, but you know it's green tea. Because if I just want to make one scent of body mist, I want to make it, you know, like a signature scent. So it has to be something that stands out. Green tea is like very acceptable, but it's too common, so it doesn't have the quality that I'm looking for. I think the bed of roses is the best. I mean, it smells like roses. I don't really like rose scent, but this one is not bad. It's not too strong. It's very floral, and I think it would be acceptable and easy. If you're selling online, then it's easy to describe what kind of smell it is, right? So I asked them to send me 4 more samples before I decide, because I'm like not 100% on this, but if I have to choose from just these 4, it would be this one. But the samples are not expensive. They're only like 5 ringgit for this much. This is supposed to be 5 milliliter. And you get like this really cute bottle as well. I didn't expect it to be this nice. But yeah. So I'm asking for more samples before I decide. So that's it for today's vlog. Thank you for watching and good night.